I like to surprise myself by pressing the record button before I'm ready. I'm the producer and the host of the show. I don't have to do that. I don't know why I started off with the hook of a Lil Wayne song from 2009 or something, like a cop car. Welcome back to Shallow. This episode will be shallow. Last week's, that was deep. Shout out to my boy Petey and Chase for coming on the show. Love those guys. Hope y'all enjoyed that one. I think there are a couple of y'all Church Stories fans who y'all were like, get the boys back on the show. And we did it. Little reunion, 2-hour pod. That was deep. Sorry about that, y'all. That's against everything I stand for here on this show. That's against everything I promised you guys. When you click on this, you're like, I hope it's shallow. And that one was a little more than what I advertised. It is Tuesday, January 27th. This episode will drop today. Man, what do I got going on? Let me talk about my calendar, I guess. Man, I've been home. I have been home. Don't tell people in my town that I'm just around. Tomorrow, I got to renew my Peacock subscription. Fun fact, Thursday, other comedians talk about the different venues they're playing. I'll be at this arena. This day I'll be at this arena. This day at Madison Square Garden. Me, no. Thursday, January 29th, got to take my son to the dentist. All right, what else do I got going on? February 6th, I have a haircut with my boy Aaron. Yeah, this is your fault. This is your fault for listening to an unsuccessful comedian's podcast. No, I'm kidding. On the 7th, though, February, I'll be up in Pueblo, Colorado. I'm excited about that. And then, well, actually, I am going to plug these legit dates. Come to the haircut, though. Come to my haircut. Let's hang out. I'll be telling jokes while my boy Aaron cuts my hair. There's only room for like 4 people in there, but tickets are going to go fast. The 11th, my wife has a midwife appointment. So hit us up. Come through. Come hang out with us at the midwife. Line will be around the block to get into that event. That's 6 weeks out after my wife gave birth. So y'all know what that means. No, I'm kidding. That weekend, though, February, the second weekend of February, that Valentine's Day weekend, I will be on tour with Johnny W., great comedian, and Ed Wiley. And so they are doing much better than I am in the comedy game. I hope to get both of them on the pod. I'm going to get Ed Wiley for sure. I've already talked to him, so I'm excited to get him on the show. Ed is really funny, and he's just one of those guys that you just want to yap with. Occasionally you meet somebody who matches your yap energy, and you're like, man, we got to yap. So that'll be a fun episode. But February 12th, Hagerstown, Maryland. February 13th, Severn, Maryland. These are all cities that I've never heard of or been to, by the way. Valentine's Day, February 14th. We're going to be in Sewell, New Jersey. And then 15th, Dover, Delaware. Huge apologies to my wife for not spending Valentine's Day with her. But I will get her one flower from Walmart. That's where I get all my Valentine's Day shopping done. I've been married for 8 years. What am I going to do? Go to a flower shop? Nah, I'm going to pick the cheapest flowers on the bottom shelf. And then that's my calendar. Maybe each episode I'll start off with kicking. Well, I mean, I'm going to do another episode on a Thursday. It's going to be the same calendar as it is. Except the Renew Peacock, that show will have been gone because that happens tomorrow. So if you want to be there when I lazily pull out my phone and try to connect my Verizon account to my Peacock. No, it's my Walmart Plus account to the Peacock account because somebody told me, yeah, you can redeem either Peacock or Paramount with your Walmart Plus, and you already know I'm getting groceries delivered. So that's what I got to do. Like I said, this episode is going to be shallow. This episode, we're back to shallow. Oh man. I'm excited though. This is gonna be a good week. Snowmageddon was horrible. I don't know what I was concerned about. Listen, guys, I bought a generator from HomeDepot.com. Shout out to HD. That they were like, I ordered it and they were like, it's gonna come in on Thursday. And I was like, all right. Mind you, Snowmageddon's on I think Friday night. So then Home Depot's like, actually, it's going to get there on Friday. And I was like, all right. And then I panicked. Because I'm like, this generator's not going to make it. It's coming from Michigan. So I woke up super early on Friday morning. And I was like, let me get a couple more groceries because, before the Snowmageddon, let me go buy all the milk and bread, like all these idiots. And so while I went to one store and then it was like 6:30 a.m. or something. No, it was like 7:30. So then I was like, let me just go to this Ace Hardware. I called one and they were like, we don't have any generators. And the guy talked to him like, hey man, do you know where I could, help me out? Can you point me in the right direction? And he was like, for a generator? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, Florida. Guys, I live in South Carolina. He had the audacity to try to send me to Florida. Guys, listen, if there's a disaster, that's not the time for sass, okay? If I'm asking you for something that I need for a disaster, that's not the time for snark. That's not the time for you to try to be, just help me. Or just go, I'm so sorry, there's nothing I can do. I don't know. I would accept an I don't know in that scenario. Just somebody's crying. I hope they don't come into this room. Also, I'm recording in my bedroom. Well, me and my wife's bedroom. We share a bedroom. 2 beds, though, like I Love Lucy. You know what I mean? 2 twin beds for me and my wife. Far sides of the room. You know what I mean? We don't do that. We don't do that one bed nonsense. But like my mom has already left, so I could relocate this office to what was formerly my mom's room. That's where my office originally was. I should go back. I need to, but I don't want to pack up all this stuff. And also, my desk is heavy. But what was I talking about? Yeah, not the time for snark. I would accept an I don't know. Like in that moment, just go, I can't help you, big dog. And call me big dog. Don't hit me with that, yeah, buddy, you're looking for a generator now. Hey, do y'all have any gas cans? A gas can? We sold out of those 2 days. Shut up, man. Shut up. I don't need that right now. Anyway, Snowmageddon was good. We got like some sleet and ice. It wasn't even snow. My kids keep calling it snow. I'm like, kids, that was not snow. Went sledding a lot. Went on a long walk in the neighborhood with my daughter yesterday, Zoe. And that was fun. We just walked in the middle of the road, kicked the ice, the slushy ice everywhere. It was fun. Definitely a core memory. Definitely a core memory. I don't know why I'm laughing at that. It's only a core memory because I want it to be. My daughter could probably care less. I would be like, remember that time your old man took you on a walk in the neighborhood? We walked in the middle of the street and kicked that slushy ice. She'd be like, no, I don't remember that. That's what kids. Okay. I think it's. I don't like when pastors emphasize that we're the bride of Christ. Sound a little fruity to me. You know what I mean? Like, I know we are the bride of Christ. But when pastors are like, we're the bride. Hey, we are his bride. He's coming back for a perfect bride. Hey, pause. All right? Pause a little bit. We are dudes. I'm a dude. I'll be a bride. Hate that I said that. I'll be the bride of Christ one day. But right now, I'm a dude. We are his bride. Nah. You're his bride. I'm a dude with a bride. Okay. That all I wrote was male pastors be homophobic, like we not the bride of Christ. That's all I wrote. So what you got was I don't know. I'm just trying stuff. I'm just trying stuff. Did you laugh at that? It's a free podcast. Did you enjoy that? I do want to mention one thing. So I've been in charge of the the grown kids / home life while my wife has been recovering from giving birth and taking care of the new one, to borrow Mike Birbiglia's term, the new baby. So we have the 3 older kids, 6.5, 4, and actually, oh my goodness, about to be 5, 6.5, 4, and 3. And so I've been watching them. And so I've been taking the older 2 to co-op. And last Monday, was it last Monday? Let me make sure I want to get it right. Last Monday, yeah, it was. I had to take the kids to co-op. And as you know, freezing. I don't work consistently. So I have not been setting an alarm on my phone consistently. I've been in this state of limbo. Whatever, like the day after Christmas to New Year, whatever you feel like then, that's how I felt since Thanksgiving. Just that sense of, let me wake up. Let me run to the store. I'm going to hop on the phone and call a friend and we'll talk for 45 minutes. I'm going to pace in the backyard. I think I'm going to grill 4 steaks. Like I said, listen, all of this could have been better if I just decided to start smoking cigarettes. Then I would have been like, you know what? I woke up, smoked. Went to the backyard, smoked some ribs, also smoked myself. That's what I did. Anyways, that's how I felt. Just kind of like been waiting for the baby. And then the Christmas, and then the baby got here, and then birthdays, and my mom, and then she left, and then Snowmageddon. So that Monday, I was supposed to take the kids to school, and I'm pretty sure I did not set an alarm. So, but I woke up, whatever. We have to leave the house by, I think it's like 8:30 or something to get them there. And usually the kids will come to our room and wake us up. The kids didn't come into our room and wake me up. And how dare they? You know what I mean? Like, they're responsible for that. I'm their responsibility. They need to come to my room, bother me, and then that's how I know, oh, the day needs to start. Or else I would sleep till noon because I'm unemployed. No, so the kids don't come to my room, so that I have to go wake them up, which is another layer of like, oh my God, you're a former kid, unless you're a current kid. But if you're a former kid, you know what it feels like to be in deep REM kid sleep and your parent waking you up, just jostling you with a hand, like, you know how that feels like. So I have to wake them up. So I go wake up my son, who sleeps in a top bunk. Nobody in the bottom bunk. I think his new brother will sleep down there. And so then I go wake up my daughter, and they both come to the little outside of their rooms. All of our rooms have this little upstairs, little 8 by 4 foot corridor. So we're all there, and I go, they come there. So I'm there, and I'm in the bathroom getting ready to do their hair. Man, this story is not going to be as fun as y'all hope it is. I'm sorry. But so I think I'm like, yo, get dressed, meet me in the bathroom so I can do your hair. So I wake them both up. They come to the bathroom, both in their pajamas. Mind you, we're late. Like, we're running late because we still got to go downstairs. I got to pack up their lunch. I got to feed them breakfast. I got to put them in the car. I got to start the car. I got to warm up the car. I got to get their shoes on, which takes like 10 minutes per kid, per foot. And so all this is going on. And I'm thinking through all this. And they come to the bathroom in their pajamas. And I go, guys, go put on your day clothes. And they go, it's pajama day at school. Ooh, I have never felt better relief in my It's pajama day. I was like, man, what a win. What a win. that cut down on 10 minutes. We were early that day, but I will say I kind of didn't like that it was pajama day because it was also Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Which I'm like, man, that's disrespectful to the king. Yo, how wild is that? That they were like, oh, we need to do, it was like pajama and I think pancake. No, they did something else. I think it was pajamas and ice cream. And I'm like, that's disrespectful to Dr. King's legacy. They should have been wearing suits and very thin mustaches. Every kid needed to wear a black suit and a thin mustache. And that hat that Martin Luther King Jr., you know what I mean? That 50s Depression era hat that, you know, you would take off and you would clench with one hand real tight and put it on your chest if you were conveying bad news to somebody, you know, that kind of hat. That's what my kids needed to wear. And they needed the jokes like this. I have a dream. But no, dude. Martin Luther King Jr. Day times pajama day. It's a wild. I saw another dad. I think I already told this story, but I saw another dad, black dad there, and I was kind of like, yeah, we doing this, bro? We really doing this, bro? We really doing pajama Luther King Jr. Day? Get out of here. White people. Bride of Christ said that. Anyways, I don't know, man. I'm excited to hit the road. That'll be fun. I need to hit the road. First stop, dentist office. Haircut, Colorado tour. But yeah, I don't really know what kind of place I've been in. Well, I'll talk about this. I haven't really talked about it, but I've been going through the Bible. I'm trying to do this thing. It's called B90X, where you read the Bible in 90 days, which is very intense. It's a lot of Bible. It's like 10 chapters a day. Also, I'm not like killing it. I think I'm like 3 days behind, but I'm catching up. It's a lot of Bible. And if you know anything about the Bible, you know that the first, 4 or 5 books, the Torah, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, there's a lot there, dude. I've started B90X several times and quit, but I finally made it to Judges today, and now the stories are a little more exciting. Like this morning, I just read the story of Jael, the lady who hammered a tent peg through a guy's temple. And then the chapter before that about a spy who drove a knife through a fat king's belly and his entrails fell out. That's the Bible. That's Bible I'm trying to be a part of. Like that to me, I had to get through Numbers. Numbers is something you got to get through. No, but I've been what I've been using is the Word of Promise, which is a cinematic. I'm going to call it cinematic. Dramatic. It's dramatic. Why am I saying cinematic? Can't see it. It's a dramatic version of the Bible, and it's really, really cool. A bunch of celebrities put it together, I think years ago, voiced those. So I've been using that, and then I've been watching the Bible Project overview videos, so that's been very helpful. It's been cool. I even started Judges today, and so yeah, it's really fun. It's a lot of Bible, but for some odd reason I'm like, let me mainline it. Let me just snort the Bible in 90 days. Yeah, let me just do it. Let me be a Bibleaholic for a little bit. And I've really enjoyed it. Like I had a trip. Also, I just remembered that a couple episodes ago, I told you guys I went to Kentucky, and I'll tell you about it. And I never told you about it. And I'm not going to tell you about it now. I just wanted to remind you that I said I was going to tell you about it, and I never did, and I still won't. But on the drive back from Kentucky, I listened to the Bible for like, I want to say 3.5 hours. It was great. I was very behind, that's why I had to do that. But it was great. It's really cool. I guess most of y'all aren't familiar with my stand-up. Who is? Nobody cares. Nobody likes it. But I have this closer that I've been building and adding to, which I talk about the Bible in my closer. And I'm not going to talk about it here. It's a really, really great bit. But I mean, I don't want to just have bits about the Bible, but I am so fascinated about the scripture and going through, I guess, the first 6 books right now of the Bible, and then starting Judges. It's just why it's so cool to me that I'm like, man, I was thinking about this today, that when it comes to the Bible, we have these, we know the hits, we know the triple platinum singles, right? David and Goliath, Joseph and the Coat of Many Colors, Noah, who's that dude? Jesus. But then there are a bunch of these other tertiary tales that, man, we just be glossing over. And I'm like, this is incredible. Okay, like the story of Balaam. I might try to turn this into a reel, but I already know people won't care. People on Instagram aren't smart. I hate to be this kind of person. I was watching. I'm gonna come back. I was watching the Chevy Chase documentary on the CNN app. I thought I could watch it anywhere else, but CNN, you know me. You all know I'm a Fox News man. No, I'm a Zero News man. But I had to subscribe. I had to pay $6.99 a month for the first month, and I canceled it immediately. I'm like, I'm just gonna watch this documentary and cancel it. I really don't keep up with the news. I wasn't trying to be political. I don't watch any news. If somebody tells me about something going on in the news, that's how I find out about the news. But where was I even going with that? Oh, but in the Chevy Chase documentary, Chevy is a jerk. And I told my wife, but he's also like a great pianist. It was just wild to me. So he vacillates between like calling the interviewer. He's calling the interviewer just horrible names, and then they cut to him like playing on the piano, just like playing very smoothly on the piano. And I told my wife, that's what I'm going to transform into. But also Chevy is very much like despises his audience. Because he's the ego, and I don't think I'm at that level yet in terms of like what I make and like the reception of it, but I'm getting close. I'm getting close because I'm trapped, like I'm stuck trying to play for Christian audiences. Maybe not for long, but I really do love them. But at the same time, like, y'all gotta get it together. I'm trying to make better jokes. I'm trying to write better. And y'all just want essential oil and Chick-fil-A jokes. Stay with me. I've been asking, even in my stand-up, I'll be doing shows, and I'll ask people like, yo, stay with me. And they will, and they'll laugh at the end of those bits. But I'm like, don't leave. Don't tune me out. But all that to say, I wanted to make a video about Balaam, which, I mean, now that I'm talking about it, doesn't seem like it's going to be a great video. But just the idea of Balaam, who was a guy who was sent out by a king to go, yo, curse the children of Israel. And Balaam has a donkey, so he rides his donkey and he's trying to go up to this top, this like cliff, try to go up to this mountain so he can look down at the children of Israel, hundreds of thousands of them camped in tents, and he could curse them. So while he's going up on his donkey sees an angel like in the middle of the road stopping him, and the donkey stops. And so Balaam like whoosh, whoosh, whips his donkey. And then the donkey goes a little bit, and then he whips the donkey some more, and the donkey ends up going and like just bashing his leg up against the side of the mountain. And so Balaam like keeps whipping the donkey, and the donkey talks. The donkey's like, hey, have I not listened to you? Why have you whipped me these 3 times? And Balaam responds back to the donkey, like, that's because you're not listening. And I thought that's so fascinating, because to me, I'm like, if I'm riding a donkey and the donkey starts talking to me, my first question would be, hey, yo, why are you talking? Why are you talking? This guy, Balaam, got Dr. Doolittled. And for some odd reason, his first instinct is to like, no, let me argue with this donkey real quick. No, why are you talking? And then also afterwards, what was Balaam's relationship with the donkey after that? Do you think they were cool? You know, because Balaam's kind of like, he's like, I know you could talk. I know you could talk. Because I mean, I don't know if God intervened at some point in time. It was like, hey, Balaam, I made your donkey talk so you could head in the right direction. I don't think that was ever explained to him. So in his mind, he's like, man, this stupid donkey doesn't want to listen to me. And now he's arguing with his donkey. And then he still goes up to try to curse God's people. I don't know. Maybe you didn't enjoy that. Dr. Doolittle is a funny line. Maybe it needs more. Maybe not. Anyway, so the B90X, that's what I'm going through. I've enjoyed it. It's like I said, it is a lot of Bible. Highly recommend though. I'm excited. I've also been, even talking about it right now. There's not enough of y'all who listen to this to gas me up or pat me on the back or think I'm a great person for doing this. But the whole, I've kind of wrestled with the idea of talking about it. Yeah. Because I'm not trying to read the Bible in 90 days so to create content out of it, which almost contradicts what I just did. But yeah. Like I thought, it'd be cool to make a video. Like, hey, I read the Bible in 90 days. Here's what I thought of. But then again, I wrestle with stuff like that. I do wrestle with the idea of monetizing your faith. That's tough. Maybe other people have better answers than me. Monetizing your family. People monetize their families. People monetize their relationship, their dating relationships, their marriage relationships. And I'm just not in a place where I've monetized any of that. Really, when I create something for the internet, it's from nothing, with nothing. And so yeah, even this thing that I'm working on, B90X, it's really fun, and I think it's gonna be funny. Maybe some of the observations that I have and some of the bits that I write, but yeah, more than anything else, I want to do it for the right reasons. Which the right reasons is the last time I read through the Bible, I was, I think, 16 or 17 years old. 17. I'm sorry. But the reason why I did it the first time was because I grew up in a pastor's household, and my dad would make me read 2 chapters of the Bible every single day, me, my brother, and my sister. It was like, read 2 chapters of the Bible every day. That was my African dad. And we would. And I remember one year, my dad had a 1-year Bible in his office. I stole it. This is an aside, but I think a Bible is the only thing you should be able to steal. Because if you're stealing a Bible, boy, do you need a Bible. Like, that'd be funny. That'd be a funny video. I stole a Bible from 10 different stores. Here's what happened. Dude, somebody pressing criminal charges on me for stealing a Bible. That'd be really fun. That'd be great. But like I said, if you're stealing a Bible, you kind of need it. Hopefully you read it and it helps you. And you go back and you pay for what you stole. But I stole a 1-year Bible from my dad's office. And so I always knew that if my dad was in town, because my dad traveled a lot when we lived in Africa, my dad was a missionary. My parents were missionaries, but my dad oversaw like 5 or 6 countries. So Malawi, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Zambia. And so my dad oversaw those countries. And so he would travel a lot. But if he was in town, he would always ask us, did you read your Bible today? And I would go, oh, no. And he would go read your Bible. And so we'd go read our Bibles. And so one year I was like, yo, I'm just gonna go through this 1 year Bible, and I'm not gonna tell a soul. And I did, which is such a wild thing to do as a 16-year-old, because I don't think I was a good Christian at all. I was just really dedicated to like, let me just knock this out so I could say I did it. And so I read through it. So anytime my dad would ask me, did you read your Bible today? I'd be like, yeah. And so then I remember I finished the whole Bible. I remember I finished December 31st because I was finishing up, and so we could go to church. We're going to an overnight service, like a lock-in style thing for the entire church. That's something they do in Africa. So you could celebrate the new year and pray and worship. And so I remember I finished and I closed it. And also it was like not a hardcover Bible. It was just like it felt like a novel type book. And so I remember I finished it and I put it down and I just thought, all right, I did it. And so I remember when the new year started, I think my dad asked me like, hey, have you read your Bible today? And I was like, no. Also, I read the whole thing last year, so I think I'm good. That was my thought process. I was like, I did it. I did it. What do you want me to do? You read the same thing again? I read it. I get it. It's in here. I'm touching my temple. But no. My dad was like, well, you still need to read it. I was like, okay. Anyways, so that was the last time I went through the entire Bible. I've been through the New Testament several times. I was in student ministry. You got to do that. This is something fun to do. Also, the New Testament doesn't even have that many chapters. So New Testament, and I cherry picked some of the Old Testament. Definitely wasn't reading about daggers going through fat kings' bellies. That's for a fact. But yeah, so then I thought, okay, let me do the whole Bible. Let me run it back. So I'm running it back. Shout out to the Word of Promise. Shout out to Bible Project. Shout out to God, yo. Shout out to God for putting that whole Bible together. So anyways, that's what I've been working on. Let me see here. I need to figure out who's gonna guest this week. I gotta piece that together. I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys know. Hopefully this episode was everything you hoped and dreamed for. Man, this last bit, me talking about the Bible, all too deep ish. I'm gonna stop doing that one of these days. I promise y'all. I owe y'all better. I know better. Y'all know I know better. This will be as shallow as I guaranteed it from the pilot. Don't know what episode number this is, but thanks for tuning in. I think I've got to do some work on my computer today, or I'm going to watch Parts Unknown because I have a CNN subscription that I paid $6.99 for. Also, when you pay $6.99, you still get ads. CNN, what are we doing? I don't want to watch Bombas socks ads in the middle of Parts Unknown. He was in Hanoi, Vietnam, with President Barack Obama. I don't want to see a sock ad in the middle of that. Man, rest in peace to Anthony Bourdain. Rest in peace, AB. R.I.P.A.B. All right, bye.